Finish every day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as quick as you can. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadow. Helen Keller. My name, John Rose, and in today's video, I'd like to take a closer look at one of our biggest mental health challenges, low self-esteem, which occurs at a very early age as we grow up, and many times it haunts us for the rest of our lives. It doesn't have to be. There's a very simple solution to help those who have low self-esteem, which is not to be confused with an introverted person, which many times it is. Many people are accused of having low self-esteem and they're simply introverts. This goes back to that great personality test that I've been going over recently, where people are misperceived because they don't understand where they're coming from. They think, well, if they're quiet, they must be insecure, they must have low self-esteem, and that's not always the case. But with low self-esteem, we can overcome that very easily, simply by joining the hero's journey. When we join the hero's journey, we soon realize that we live in a sick world. We soon realize that there are great excuses why all the sick things happen to us. Everyone has a great excuse for doing horrible things. And now we don't take things personally. Now we realize we're in a sick world. People all over the place are sick. But we can change that with a conscious endeavor. When we join the hero's journey, my friends, we're taking responsibility for the things that have happened to us and what can happen in the future, because we're making a change. That's what the hero's journey is all about. Remember, the definition of a hero is someone who can solve a problem or problems that no one else can solve. Well, most of our problems are self-inflicted. And this contributes to the problems that are inflicted upon us. So, how do we deal with the things done to us? We become the best that we can be. And in the process of doing that, we realize why so many people did the things they did. But most importantly, we got rid of most of our suffering. Now remember, we're damaged. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, psychologically, we're damaged. We've got to understand how to deal with that. And what is the best way to deal with low self-esteem? It's simple. Join the hero's journey. You cannot have low self-esteem when you're on the hero's journey because you're partaking of divinity. You can't elevate your life any higher by this conscious endeavor. So if you're struggling with low self-esteem, take a solid food vacation. Test an idea as time has come. Find out that you've got a bunch of crap inside you that's going to influence you, and you're lacking the sunlight energy in our cells that make us feel all one with everything. When you go through this transformation, you'll understand why so many people did bad things to you, and you'll understand why you were struggling yourself. We all struggle on this planet in this life because we're all searching for that warm, fuzzy feeling, and we usually turn to the wrong food or sex or drugs or money or relationships thinking we might find it there. When the real solution comes from bumping up our biophotons, that's the warm, fuzzy feeling we're looking for. Flushing out that serpent, that's the warm, fuzzy feeling we're looking for. When you finally realize that the things you've been looking for are inside of you and are simply the result of what you put in your body, you can change what you put in your body, have this amazing transformation, this brand new reference that will put a whole different light on you. What this will happen, when you have a brand new reference, what happens to you, folks, is you create a new identity. We can change our entire life in an instant by changing our identity. And we can do that when we have a brand new reference. When you realize, hey, I'm on the hero's journey. I can't have low self-esteem. I'm a hero. You can't get any better than this. I'm even a trim tab. Once you realize the role that you can play on this planet, there's no reason why you'll ever have low self-esteem. Because once again, we partake of divinity on the hero's journey. Because we're helping renew and repair people, which is almost as noble as creation itself. So if you're having or have had low self-esteem issues your entire life, it begins by you being the best that you can be, and then realize that there may be some psychological damage that you might have encountered. And then who knows, that may have affected your interpersonal communication skills, so you might need to tone up on that a little bit. So study that personality test. Once you understand we're all 6 blind men from India, and we're all struggling out here, once you get a better idea of how other people are, you'll be able to have a better idea of how to intercommunicate with these people. So those are the 2 main things you have to do. Find something productive in your life that will keep you excited and motivated. That's the hero's journey. That's where we test an idea's time has come. That's where we take a solid food vacation, so we can bump up our biophotons, flush out that serpent, that cesspool that we all have inside of us. And then we gotta learn some new skills, possibly. If you don't have the skill set now to deal with the shit that you've been dealt with, and we all been having shit that's been thrown upon us, then you gotta be willing to learn new skill sets. The knowledge is out there, my friends. The best of all is a solid food vacation. In almost every video I've ever produced, I always have a link to the very first of my 3 steps. That's a 2-hour seminar I gave on how to do this. And now I'm adding a playlist that has about 28 videos that will help you take a solid food vacation. If you're not motivated, listen to the Dr. Roby interview. Watch the Deborah Duncan show. And I guarantee you, if you have low self-esteem now, you can take a solid food vacation and bump up your life to another level, and you'll be in for a treat, and you'll have high self-esteem.